For Press Pass Latino, I'm Daisy Calavia Robertson, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Carlos PenaVega.
PenaVega.
Pena,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Peña.
No ñe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I thought
no.
because a lot of Hispanics are Peña,
Yeah.
but they always take away the ñ.
Yeah,
So
we
in
try to
your
make
case-
it difficult on people.
Oh, okay, all right. And so I understand that you are from Miami.
I am. I was born in Columbia, Missouri, but then moved to Weston for my entire childhood.
So how does it feel to be back home?
I love it. Miami is my home. I'm trying to get my wife to move back down here. You know, get a nice little house.
Take her to South Beach and you'll convince her.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And how was it like working with her in this film in Spare Parts?
Paint's chipped, but they still work.
I just need the motors inside. These are great. Thank you.
It was honestly amazing. She is such a pro. So for me, for my first movie ever, it was such a blessing to have her to kind of hold my hand through the whole thing.
So you kind of were getting paid to kiss your wife? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So a pretty sweet gig.
That's exactly actually how it happened. You know, somebody thought that we were brother and sister.
Oh no, that's.
And they were watching the movie and they saw me afterwards and they were like, I was so uncomfortable for half of the movie until I Googled that you guys were married. I was like, that would be so awkward. I'd be like, is anybody else uncomfortable?
I don't think
with
I would
this?
have taken that part.
I know, right?
And so how was it playing this role? It's very different from Carlos on Big Time Rush, where you're like a heartthrob and like a pop star. But this was like more like a down-to-earth person,
Totally.
Not a celebrity.
Yeah.
So how was it getting into that role? Did you have to do a lot of research?
Yeah, Big Time Rush was definitely a crazy, goofy live cartoon, basically. And this is so real. I mean, it's based on a real story. My character, Oscar Vasquez, he's not just a character, he's a real person. So, like, I had to go in and meet him and talk to him and, I'm telling somebody's life story. Like, that's something that you can't just take lightly. So, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of work. And, the fact that it was so different from Big Time Rush, it was hard. I literally saw the movie the other day and I was like, I'm watching it, I'm like, why aren't I smiling? Why aren't I jumping around? And it was like, because the character is so determined and so serious all the time. And I was like, okay, well then I guess I did it some justice because
you nailed it.
But the whole time I was like, smile, come on! I didn't smile at all.
And working with George Lopez, I know that was a first for you. How was that? I mean, he's a very respected comedian, especially here in the U.S. In the Latino community, definitely.
Oh, huge.
So how was that for you?
George is one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Last year's winner was MIT. Probably have access to a lot more money than you do. Kid who works hard his whole life should have your whole world open to you.
He is so down to earth, and the fact that he was able to do this movie where he's got serious scenes where he's actually crying and doing that, it just shows you that he's a full circle talent. Like, he can do it all, and I'm so thankful that he gave me this opportunity.
And what can your fans expect in 2015? I mean, aside from Spare Parts, is there any more surprises that you have for your fans?
I'm currently working on a Spanglish album right now. I'm doing some merengue, salsa, hip hop. I mean, you name it.
You're crossing over to singing, to the radio?
Well, that's the goal, Big Time Rush was, fun American boy band pop, and now I'm taking that and going back to my Latin roots, mixing it up, and seeing what I can come up with.
So you're showing your true colors.
Yeah, show my true colors, yes.
All right, well, I'm sure your fans will love that, and I look forward to seeing that as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Carlos.
Thank you.
For more entertainment news, stay tuned to PressPassLatino.com.
Woo!